Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. On January 27, 1945, Soviet soldiers opened the gates of Auschwitz Concentration Camp, liberating more than 7,000 prisoners. It is estimated that approximately 1.1 million people perished in Auschwitz during the 5 years of its operation. The liberation will be marked with services worldwide. Prince William will lead the nation in commemorating Holocaust Memorial Day with a poignant speech in London. William will deliver a reading at a special service themed for a better future, attended by survivors and international guests who have dedicated their lives to fighting extremism. William's role underscores his commitment to remembrance and education, echoing previous royal efforts to honour Holocaust survivors and victims of genocide. King Charles will make a historic visit to Auschwitz-Birkenau in Poland, becoming the first British monarch to visit the infamous concentration camp. Charles will tour the site with Holocaust survivors and meet the Polish president. The king has described the dwindling number of survivors as a poignant reminder of the importance of preserving their stories for future generations. Prince William had his own brush with royalty during a visit to Liverpool last week, sharing the pitch with football legend Sir Kenny Dalglish. The Prince joined a casual kickabout at the Tiber Football Centre in Toxteth yesterday, where Dalglish, affectionately known as King Kenny to Liverpool fans, watched from the sidelines. Dressed in trainers and lightweight jacket despite the freezing temperatures, William kept things light, joking, "I'm not going to go round slide tackling, am I?" He joined young players for a game, making a few passes while being careful not to overdo it. Their coach had earlier warned them, "Remember who you're playing against. Don't go in too hard." After the match, Sir Kenny appeared to humorously commend William's efforts. The Prince, still catching his breath, quipped, "No, not at all. I was just pass me the ball. I was running around chasing them." Acknowledging the risks of jumping into a game on a cold day, he joked about the dangers of pulling a hamstring. "We'll ignore that. It's the worst thing when you turn up and try to play cold." William also visited Cycle of Life, which works to help young people improve their physical and mental health through cycling. William pumped a bicycle tyre and enjoyed a hot chocolate. He tested some bike brakes and explained the correct way to stop was to squeeze both brakes at the same time, but joked, "My children quite like pulling just this back brake and sliding along. Usually the back wheel will come past you. There is a technique." As part of Operation Get Them to Stop Talking About My Brother Harry, William was seen taking the train and chatting with fellow passengers. Royal watcher Jenny Bond told the Mirror, "For a while now, William has been putting into action the way that he intends to do the job, and that, as he now made clear, is royal with a small r. You could say that the small r also stands for relatable, because that is what he is showing himself to be. I think he gets quite a kick out of surprising people by taking calls in a restaurant, serving people from burger stalls, or dropping into a pub to buy a round of drinks. I think William finds it refreshing to be able to interact with all the fuss that generally goes with a royal visit, and I'm sure he also realizes that in PR terms it's extremely effective. It's important for the royal family to be in touch as much as possible with the way ordinary people feel. It also gets the media to stop talking about Harry." Princess Anne has opened up about a frightening horse-related incident that left her hospitalized and taught her a stark life lesson. Every day is a bonus. The Princess Royal, who sustained a concussion and bruises during the accident at her Gatcombe Park estate last June, admitted she has no memory of the ordeal, which emergency responders suggested likely involved a horse. Speaking candidly during a recent visit to Cape Town, Princess Anne revealed that she was en route to check on her chickens when the accident occurred, but the details remain a mystery. "I know where I thought I was going, and that was to go to the chickens. No, nothing to do with horses. I don't have any idea what I was doing in the field because I never normally went that way. It just reminds you, you never quite know, and something happens and you might not recover." As for lingering effects, Anne says, "Apparently not. At least I don't think so. As far as I know, nobody else thinks so they haven't been honest enough to tell me yet." In the Daily Mail, Richard Eden shares that Prince Harry may not actually receive all that much money from his settlement. A source tells Eden that much of the payment will go to lawyers' fees, and as for the rest, as a US resident, Harry has to pay tax on his worldwide income, unless it's been taxed in Britain, and here's the sting in the tail: legal damages are not taxed in the UK. Royal commentator Kinsey Schofield told Sky News Australia that Harry and Meghan were upset by the Vanity Fair piece. She said, "It is my understanding that they are upset over it, and I'm being told that things aren't good for them right now. Between Meghan's show being postponed, which I've heard was Netflix's idea, and just the idea that she has worked so hard to rebrand herself, and here comes a very respected publication reiterating some of the nastiest claims about her. So I think they are bruised, and they are sitting back trying to figure out how to process going forward." People picked the wrong week to do a cover story on the royals while all eyes were on Harry and Meghan, both with the settlement and the Vanity Fair article. People handed in a Kate is Wonderful piece, with a source telling People in this week's cover story that the couple is now more open and willing to talk about their relationship together. We learned that the past year has been particularly trying for the royal family, but it has also brought a deeper bond between William and Kate. A royal insider shared, for the princess family, her husband and children are more important than anything else. In other words, we learned nothing new. Royal biographer Ingrid Seward noted that William's public displays of affection stem from gratitude. William must feel so fortunate that Kate has come through this that he wants to tell the world about that love. It shows the intimacy of them sharing that journey together. Royal historian Dr. Amanda Foreman echoed this sentiment, stating, "Their marriage is strong and they are being honest about it. They feel they are very lucky to be married to each other." And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or the app of your choice, and leave us a review or 5 stars if you're enjoying the show. Don't forget you can get this show along with hundreds of others from Calaroga Shark Media, commercial free. All the details are in the show notes or episode notes. And speaking of lovely couples, if you're looking for something romantic to listen to for Valentine's Day, check out our sister show, Romance Weekly. Just love stories and some erotic thrillers in there. Check it out, Romance Weekly, wherever you get your podcasts. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.